people think grief is one big thing, one enormous wave that knocks you down. And at first it is, but after a while, after the casseroles stop coming and the calls get less frequent, and everybody assumes you're doing better, that's when the million little ones start all day, every single day. A million little ways. I reached for the wrong coffee mug this morning. Hers was still there at the front of the shelf. Stood in the kitchen for a good long minute before I put it back and caught myself. Found a grocery list inside my jacket pocket, her handwriting on the back of an old receipt. Milk and bread and the good kind of butter, and at the bottom pick up something sweet. I stood in the parking lot and couldn't move for 5 minutes. A woman 2 rows over asked me if I was alright. I said, yes ma'am, just found something in my pocket. Didn't tell her it rerouted all my life. I miss her in a million little ways, in the coffee mug, in the folded towels, in the unmade side of the bed. I miss her in a million little ways, in the grocery list, in the notes, and in everything she said. I miss her in the first pancake she always burned on purpose. I miss her in the radio song she always sang off key. I miss her in the car when nothing fills the passenger seat. I miss her in a million little ways. She's everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. I miss her in a million ways, every single ordinary, extraordinary day. She had a way of folding towels nobody else does. Thirds instead of halves with the edge tucked underneath. I tried it once and couldn't get it right. Stood in the laundry room and just sat down and grieved. She made a sound when she was reading something good, a small sound, barely audible, just proof she was alive. I didn't know I'd memorize that sound until the quiet showed me everything I didn't know I'd cataloged inside. She'd reach across the console when I drove, without a word, without a reason, just her hand on my right knee. 48 years of her hand landing there like punctuation, and now that sentence just hangs open endlessly. My son called on a Sunday morning, said, Dad, you're not gonna believe this, I burned the first pancake this morning on purpose. I don't even know why I did it, I just could not. And I had to set the phone down for a second, because what I felt wasn't sadness. What I felt was something closer to amazement. She burned that first pancake every Saturday morning for 48 years in every house we ever lived in. Said the first one never counts, said it was just for the pan, but it was never just for the pan, it was never just for the pan. She was leaving herself inside us in ways so small we didn't notice. In the pancake, in the towel fold, in the hand on the knee, in the sound she made while reading. She was threading herself through all of us, so quietly, so deliberately, so completely. And 2 years after she left, her son is standing in his kitchen in Colorado, Burning the first pancake on purpose and not knowing why. That's not grief, that's her, that's just her. Still here, in a million little ways. She's still here. I burned the first pancake this morning on purpose. Stood there and watched it darken in the pan. And for 3 minutes on a Sunday, my kitchen smelled exactly like she planned. My granddaughter was sitting at the table. She said, "Grandpa, you burned it." I said, "I know, baby, that one doesn't count." She looked at me sideways for a moment, then she nodded like she understood somehow, like something in her already knew, the way children know things before the world teaches them to doubt. I miss her in a million little ways, but she left herself behind in a million little ways. I find her in the first pancake and the towel folded in thirds. I find her in my son's voice and my granddaughter's knowing eye. I find her in the coffee mug I almost reach for every morning. I find her in the passenger seat in the warmth where her hand was. I miss her in a million little ways, but Lord, she's here in a million little ways. She threaded herself through everyone she loved and pulled us all together like a quilt. I miss her in a million little ways, but she's not gone. She's not gone. She's just living in a million little ways she taught us all to love. I keep the mug at the front of the shelf. I don't use it, I just keep it there. And every morning when I reach for mine and my hand almost goes to hers first, I let it, just let it almost go there. And then I smile, 'cause that almost, that's her, that's just her, still redirecting my hand.